All right, guys, let's check out this Kendra G video.
Crazy.
Are
Oh my
you
God.
ready, Boo?
Hi.
Are you ready,
Hi,
baby?
guys. Yes, ma'am.
What's your name, love?
My name is Yaya.
Yaya, I gotta find a sheet of paper. Okay. Yaya, where you calling me from, baby?
I'm calling you from the DMV area, Maryland.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 29.
29. What you do for a living?
I'm an executive assistant for the federal government.
Federal government. Okay. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have two.
Two kids. How old are your kids?
5 and 4 months.
Why you not with the dad?
Mm. Um, he's not ready to settle down.
Or do
Still
both kids
wants
have the same
to.
dad?
Yes, same dad. I
Okay,
was
so
waiting for him to make his mind up, but I can't wait anymore. I decided not to wait when I got pregnant, and I got my answer.
okay. Real quick, you're so close to the middle. Move over to the side. Okay. Okay. Okay, so but both kids have the same dad, correct?
Correct.
Okay. One would say, because you have a 5-year-old, why did it take the second baby for you to learn that he wasn't ready to settle down? Or why didn't you require what you wanted before the second baby?
So with the 5-year-old, we decided to break up and not to deal with each other for a few years. It wasn't until like 4 years later I decided to give him a second chance because he said that he was ready, he wanted his family. And I was dating, but I wasn't taking it seriously because I was kind of like, I knew that I didn't want to just be somebody's, and I'm not knocking it or anything like that, but I didn't want to be somebody's baby mama, if that makes any sense. I wanted to give my child something that I never had, which was having both.
You don't want to be someone's baby mama, yet you do shit to honestly give you that life. Absolutely stupid. I swear to God, this is the thing where this is why I said women lack the ability to understand consequences and accountability. Women lack the ability to understand consequences and accountability. You know how to make kids. You know how to make kids. It's not rocket science how to make kids. So you know how to make kids, yet you ignored it. You ignored not making kids. That's the thing where it's absolutely stupid. Absolutely, utterly stupid.
Their parents under the same roof. So I kind of waited and just focused on just being the best parent and just building my career. When he told me he was serious, we were dating and everything, and it was going good. And then I got pregnant, and I recently rededicated my life to Christ. So for me, I'm not.
You dedicated your life back to Christ. You are a single mother of two. You didn't require the man you gave him a kid already. You gave him a kid already. Why is it not when he got back with you? Why weren't you engaged? You should already. It shouldn't take that long. You already have a kid with him. It's like ridiculous.
Knocking anybody else, but for me, I decided not to go that route of not keeping my child. So that was a personal decision for myself.
No,
So
I think that, listen,
yeah.
no, listen, babies are blessings, right? So, regardless of the circumstance, I think everyone should agree life on this earth is a blessing and a gift from God. So I guess my question is, what happened after you got pregnant that said, okay, he's not ready?
Um, his attitude switched up completely. He switched up completely. Wasn't coming home. Um, cheating. And I realized that he was trying to enhance my insecurities. When you're pregnant, you're your most vulnerable. Your looks change and everything. And it was a lot of toxic energy from him. I had to personally just lean on my relationship with God to remain sane and to understand that I'm beautiful. I'm enough. I'm perfect. You know, so I had to let that go in order for me to continue to thrive and be like a strong woman and a strong mother.
Okay. Okay. So do you feel as though
Yeah.
it's over for sure? Because the baby's 4 months.
I know. Yes. Yes, I think I pretty much got my answer, and I can't force anybody to be ready. I think I'm accessible. I think that it's a insecurity thing where it's like he doesn't want anybody to say that they have access to his kids, or you know what I'm saying? Like they could say that they're with his child's mother. But
Sounds like baby daddy issues. Sounds like chaos and drama. Great. Another reason why you don't want you why she honestly won't qualify for good men. You have 2 kids by a man that didn't give you marriage, and that's what you want. Yet you were fine with giving him 2 kids. And now you're telling this man, the guy you gave kids to, okay? He's an unstable man. He's a man that don't want other men to be with his baby mama, to be in his children's lives. Most likely he will make the next man's life really difficult, really hard. So really this is the thing where what I'm saying, consequences. Women need to understand consequences. I said this before. Women like this, sorry, you don't qualify for good men. You don't qualify for marriage. Am I saying that it's impossible, it will never happen, that she will find a good man or she will get marriage? No. Dating for women is easy. It's easy. Women can find the man that will want to marry them. Women will find the man that will settle down with them. Not hard. You won't get the man that you want to do it. And honestly, you won't get, I think it will be hard to get a man that's a good man, okay, and a man that has his shit together to settle for you. You are just a big ass red flag.
yeah, I just gotta let it go. I gotta let it go completely. So I know a lot of people are saying like, well, you should have waited to get married first before having kids. Of course, that's the idealistic, thing that you want to do. I was engaged. I was engaged, but the person wasn't faithful. So it didn't go that way that, it was.
Okay, you were engaged. He wasn't faithful. You still gave him a kid. This is a thing where you chose him. You chose them. It's no one's fault but your own for not vetting him properly. You should have done a better job at least the second time around. You should have done a better job. But yet you didn't. You didn't. This is a thing where women think that, okay, oh, I'm young, dumb, he just did that. But here's the thing. What about you? Your actions, accountability. You didn't vet this man properly. You chose him. Okay? It speaks worse on you. You chose a man to give 2 kids to. And you said he's a liar and cheater. You wanted him. You thought he was good enough to give kids to.
Supposed to go in my head. Unfortunately, it's very sad. But it is his loss at the end of the day.
Yes. Well,
is it? It's his loss? He's marked you. This is the thing where, honestly, women can't understand. The players, the bad boys, the Pookies. The Pookies, they don't care. The Pookies just want to mark women. That's it. These types of men, all they care about is marking women. That is it. It's not their loss because they don't give a shit. All these men care about, the Pookies, they only care about is marking their territory. And essentially, you are ruined. You are tainted. You are now used. You are definitely used product. You have his 2 kids. Not his loss. It's not his loss because honestly, he stamped you already. He stamped you for life. You will always have his kids. Okay? He stamped you for life. So it's not his loss, okay? And honestly, now it's your loss. Why is it lost? Because now you are at your worst dating market value. You are essentially, first of all, her looks, a 5, average. Nothing wrong with being average. Now you have 2 kids by a shitty man. It's not like you had 2 kids by a good man. Even having 2 kids is crazy, but you have 2 kids by a shitty man, which a man will bring you drama. So you're essentially now mark you down to a 3, maybe even a 2. Okay, because you're bringing baby daddy drama and 2 kids.
We'll proceed. So that's just the backstory of your children's dad. Okay. So Yaya, DMV, 29, works for the federal government, mom of 2 kids. What's your zodiac sign, honey?
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn. All right, we got the backstory. So what kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking for a self-assured man, somebody who has his head on straight. I would particularly like for him already to have kids, only because I want to know that he is a good dad. I'm not knocking anybody who doesn't have any kids, but I just don't want to be the first experience, I guess, if that makes any sense. Um, I want somebody who is romantic and who's God fearing and is okay with a woman who is self.
Anthony, what don't you understand? Why? What's the difference? I don't get it. What don't you not get? DA, is accountability the same as consequences? No, accountability. Okay, consequences is I would say a consequences is a natural outcome of life. Whatever you do in life, there will always be consequences, good or bad, small or big. Okay, whatever you do, there will always be consequences in life, good or bad, small or big. Okay, you steal, if you steal something, prison. Okay, now accountability is honestly recognizing your actions. Okay, recognizing your actions. So understanding, okay, my actions led to this consequences. Not that's not that those are the difference, okay? Accountability is recognizing self-reflection, okay? I think accountability is pretty much self-reflection. Recognizing what hand you have in your life, okay? Knowing that, okay, the consequences or the accountability is recognizing that she chose a shitty man to give 2 kids to, not recognizing that she didn't vet him well. She didn't vet him well. She didn't require marriage before having kids. That is lack of accountability. It's not, honestly, it's not the man's fault. He's a shitty man. Who gives a shit? Accountability is what you can control in your own life. This is one thing where I've always said, we as an adult, we cannot control other people. We can't control the people. What we can control is ourselves, our own actions, what we do in life. This is why I said that I never badmouth my baby mom. Okay, I never badmouth my baby mom, even though she's done me dirty. The accountability is that I chose her. Okay, no matter how dirty she's done me, I chose her. I was stupid. I ignored red flags, and I'm suffering the consequences from lack of accountability, lack of knowing that, you know what, it is my fault, lack of like seeing the red flags. I ignored red flags. That's the thing. I ignored red flags. And that made things worse for me. Okay, so that's why clear sense of accountability, where you have good self-reflection, where you know where you do wrong, you know your faults, you know your flaws, you can make sure that you won't make those mistakes again. So for me, it's like, because I personally had focused on self-reflection to build good accountability, I'm not going to ignore red flags. I don't ignore red flags. I have standards. I have boundaries. I ain't putting up with that shit. I ain't. Okay, no matter how good that pussy is, I don't give a shit. Okay, I don't care. I'm not going to put my self-respect on the back seat just because of like some pussy. No. So
Made, because I own multiple businesses as well, and I'm opening up a salon this year. So I want that to be okay. I want him to be okay with himself, and he doesn't have a problem with a woman who has her own money and who's successful.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers, I would say, are terrible with kids, lack patience, lack understanding, because me being busy, me having kids, those are my priorities right now. And until somebody shows me that they're invested, I don't see myself investing. Like we have to show each other we're invested. So being very patient and understanding, that's
And see, that's the thing also, okay? This channel, I didn't build this channel to hate women. No. I build this channel to promote accountability. Promote accountability, support good men, okay? Support, give a voice to good men, and honestly debunk and go after delusion and hypocrisy, okay? That's what I go about.
something that is like really strong. Yeah.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I mean, of course, I would want him to be attractive, right? Of course, I would want him to be attractive. But I'm saying looks aren't everything, because there are the finest men, but they have the worst attitudes, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not really focused on looks. It's more of the character. It's more of like, does he have a relationship with God? Like all of those type of things matter.
A man that has a relationship with God honestly will see you as a red flag. A guy with character will honestly see you as a red flag. This is the thing what women can't understand. You will have to work harder to be with a man like that. Women like this can't handle a man with morality, integrity, principles, character, because they can't handle it. A man that knows uh, self respect, has accountability in himself, will hold a woman to the same degree. A man that has morality and integrity will hold a woman to the same degree. So honestly, he will not deal with your BS. You will have to work hard to be with him. Women like this is why I say that she doesn't qualify for good men. Because honestly, women like this are used to easy shit. Dealing with the Pookies is easy. It's easy. As long as you got pussy, the Pookies will come running. That's it. They won't hold you accountable because they're not emotionally intelligent. They're not even intelligent themselves. So really, the Pookies, they don't give a shit. They are easy to deal with. It's the men with actual emotional intelligence, morality, integrity, principles, morals. Women, modern day women, cannot handle those men. They can't handle those men, especially women that has lived life like hers. Okay, great, she has multiple businesses. So what? Means nothing to a man. But a woman that focuses on her business, great. But honestly, it doesn't develop traits that would be, valuable in a man, in a man's eyes. So that doesn't add to your traction score. And you being, again, single mother of two, and your baby daddy is a shitty man, it doesn't go well for you.
More to me, but I would particularly like for him to be a handsome person. Yes.
Be a handsome person. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
So when it comes down to that, I would ask for him to make like 6 figures at the least, only because I make a lot more than that. And so I would like for.
She makes more than 6 figures. Another baby mama on Kendra G that makes more than 6 figures. When honestly, it's like every fucking woman that goes on Kendra G, every single baby mom, which is practically all women that goes in Kendra G, makes 6 figures. I swear to God, it's like, are all 6 figure women baby mamas or something? What the hell is that?
Stop the cap.
She says she makes 100K. So here's another woman that wants a man that makes 100K, saying that she makes more than that. This is the thing where women don't understand. Now you want a handsome man. You want a 100K man. You want a man that can accept. You want a man that's morally sound. And a man that can accept you having 2 kids by a shitty man. This is why I said she won't find the man that she wants. She won't find the man that she wants. It is predictable. These women won't find the men that they want. Because the men that they want, these women are zeros in those men's eyes. You are absolutely such low value. Maybe it's just 6 inches. She probably wants that too. But I mean, it's another woman, another baby mom wants a man with 6 figures.
Him to make like maybe around that, maybe like 80,000, I'll say at the least, but you're willing to invest in other businesses. You're willing to grow. So if you're willing to like work hard, let's say you want to start your own trucking business. Okay, we could do that. You know what I'm saying? But you're willing to not settle with that 9 to 5 or whatever that is. You want to create generational wealth. So we're trying to build like 7 different types of income. You get what I'm saying?
Couple of questions. So of course they'll ask, does the children's dad make that or more?
Yes.
Okay. So you're
And why are you not with him? This is a thing where women seem to be stupid in. So the man you gave 2 kids with, he makes 100K or more. Great. Yet that didn't equal his morality. So you expect other 100K men to be morally sound? It's like you couldn't make it work with the last man that made 100K more. You gave him 2 kids. You couldn't even make it work with that man. It's like, so you think the next man you can make it work with?
already makes that. So that's what you're accustomed to. So just for clarity, if a guy made less than 80K, should he not reach out to you?
Like I said, I would, that's my idealistic thing. Like I would want that.
No problem. What's up? No problem. Why? Yo, your dog is Odin? Yo, that's a badass name. That's a badass name. Have fun on your walk, my brother. She is delusional. He is delusional. Because this is the thing with women. They don't understand. So what does the man that you want, what does he want? A man that makes 100K, I'm sorry, he's top tier. Earning alone, he's top tier. Earning alone, he's top tier. Most women want him. Most women want him. Why would he not cheat? Why would he not have multiple women? Why would he settle down with you? A baby mama of 2. Why?
But I do want him to have in his mind that he is open to creating generational wealth and creating 7, multiple different incomes. If he doesn't have that in mind, then no, there's nothing that I can do with that.
Okay, so you cannot make the income requirement, but you have to be ambitious to get there with a growth mindset. If you're comfortable at 60K, then that would.
This is a thing where women don't understand. Ambitious men are certain types of men. I've seen it time and time again. Women can't handle ambitious men. They can't handle ambitious men. They can't handle the shit that comes with ambitious men. It's like how many times I've seen it. I've seen stories of wives, okay, complaining that men, they work too much. They have no time for them. I see that so much, okay? Or they complain that these men are cheating on them. These men are doing other shit. And I'm not saying that, okay, if you make 6 figures, automatically you're cheating. No, but more options a man has, the higher chance he has to, take up those options.
Wouldn't be the guy for you.
Correct. So somebody said my money's going to a broken home. So I just would like to address something. Understand, my family has money. We live in Potomac, Maryland. I come from generational wealth as it is. My children has trust funds. They don't need nothing from nobody. I created my own multiple different businesses, BU Consulting, A&A Kingdom Suites that are named after my children. We own our own vending machine business. So I did that for my kids. So I'm not looking for a man to take care of my children. I'm looking for a man to have his own so he doesn't have to depend on what I'm creating for my children.
You know how's that stupid? Okay, you know how that's stupid? Because a man that makes 60K, he doesn't need to depend on you. This is the thing where women are stupid. Okay, if you want a man to not depend on you, how about your standard is not saying 100K? Your standard is a man that has a job, has a place to live, has his own vehicle, and not hurting to pay his own bills. If a man has his own shit, has his shit together, can pay his own bill and not begging you for money, he's not looking for your shit. He's not, even if, because a 50K man, he can do that too. A man that makes 50K, man that makes 60K, 70K, if he's good with his money, he'd be good. He'd be settled. Like things will work out for him, where he's not begging for money. So really, even a man that makes average money is not hurting, is not begging you for money.
Children, and we can create something together. That's why I asked that, and that's why I asked for you to have that mindset. My children don't need anything.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, read it down then. That's to the Kendra Cam. That's to the
Say that
Kendra
one more
Cam.
time. I'm sorry.
The Kendra Cam is when you stand up, baby.
Oh, okay. Oh God. Oh my God. So I just got off of work. Forgive me. Okay. I don't even know.
Why you look small to have a baby 4 months ago? You had a baby 4 months ago?
Yes, I used to be in a size 4. Now I'm in a size 8.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
like, you look still small.
Thank you so much. I'm trying. My mother, she is making sure that we're in the gym every day, getting it together, honey. Whew.
Okay. Yeah. What was your child?
She is young. I mean, I think she said she's 28, something around late 20s. Um, she's around. She's in her late 20s. Okay body, average looks. It's not impossible. This is shit. It's not impossible. But here's the thing. She wants a man that's handsome. Now that's very ambiguous. This is why I will never say to a woman that, oh, you'll never find a man. That's not real. That's not true. Women can find a man. Now, in my honest opinion, if women like this want to find a man, she'll most likely have to date a man. She's 28, maybe in his 40s. Maybe in his 40s. Because here's the thing. A man that is in his 30s making over 100K, he's not settling for you. And if he does date you, he's also dating other women. If he's young and has money, guess what? He has options, and a whole lot of options. A man that's young with money, and if he's handsome, if he's actually handsome, girl, you're just a side chick to him. You're just a side chick. That's it. So women like this, honestly, will be dating a good maybe 20 years older than her, especially if she wants a 100K man. Yeah.
Father, your last relationship? Yeah.
Yes.
Was your
Yes,
child
he
father your
was.
last relationship?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Okay. And you don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
When I was pregnant with him.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the thing where her mom is kind of sad. Teach her to make money but doesn't teach her how to be a wife because it's not that important. I honestly feel like women like this, honestly, they they they're not wifey material. I see a woman like this, honestly, great. You make more than 100K, cool. If that's true, fine, great for you. I think that's gonna be her life. At about 28, you'll be 38 and doing the same shit. Honestly, you'll be doing the same shit. You will make your money, raise your kids. Honestly, I think that's how it is.
3 flaws you have to work on.
Being able to be okay with being taken care of, like somebody saying I got it, because I'm so independent now. I've had to have this mindset. Um, I would say a little bit of trusting, I guess, with
Things like that is just honestly trauma. This is why a lot of men, it just add on to the things where honestly she is not that dating market attractive. She's not that dating market attractive. Because here's the thing, there's not a whole lot of value in her. Her body is okay, decent, but her looks okay, decent. But here's the thing. Looks, body comes standard in all women. Most women. Especially for the men that these women want. That's the problem. I'm not talking about any average man. I'm not talking about any average man. I'm talking about the women that these women want, or the men that these women want. You are nothing special. You are nothing special. The man that she wants, he can get a woman that's 28 with no kids, with no crazy expectations. He can get a man that he can get a woman at her age without kids. So really,
people keeping their word. I'm more of an action, like show me instead of telling me. I don't really believe in words. I think you should just tell me. I'll show you, but I need you to show me. And another thing I would say is time management, because I'm always so busy. So I might not text you back, immediately or that same day sometimes.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Yaya?
I would say a guy would be lucky to be with me because I am God fearing. I can definitely.
you have no example of being God fearing. You have no example of being God fearing. You just said you want a man that is about actions, not words. All you have is words. You are a baby mama of two kids out of wedlock. Where's your proof you're God fearing besides words? That's it. This is what men, you live a life of hypocrisy. You live a life of hypocrisy and delusion. I'm this is the thing where again, this is why top tier men ain't dealing with you. Top tier men ain't dealing with you. Because honestly, you will be a headache. Here's a woman that honestly not gonna bring a man peace.
Keep you covered. I am self assuring, I am self made, and I am encouraging. I can encourage you and make sure that you know that you're safe here with me. I create a safe space for you. And at the end of the day, I'm a big romantic, so I cater. I know how to cook, throw down in the kitchen. I host Thanksgiving every year. No matter my age, everybody comes to my house. So I know how to create a happy home.
Okay. Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yaya, you're 29. What's the age range you want to date?
I don't want to date anywhere near 30. I would say 35 through 50.
Or you want to go older? Should he be in DMV?
No, he doesn't have to.
All right.
Well, maybe a 50-year-old. Okay, I mean, like that's why I say like, fine, you will have to date older. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a surefire thing. This is the thing what women don't understand. Yes, you may opening your dating market by, opening that age range, but again, only a select few men make over 100K. Only a select few men. So the men that can make over 100K, you gotta think, why would they settle down for you? Why would they settle? Why would they choose you and only you? This is the thing a lot of women don't understand. A lot of women don't have the bargaining, right? The bargaining chips to actually get a man to settle for her and only her. A lot of women want monogamy, but they have very little to bargain with. Very little to bargain with. Your money don't mean nothing, so really that's out of the window. Uh, I think she has a bit of an attitude. I bet you that any woman that says she's independent and strong, attitude. Um, she has trust issues. She's a baby mom of two by a shitty man. She has very little to offer. Very little to offer. Yeah, she's in her 20s. Not bad. She's, you know, kind of she's kind of fit. An okay face, but still, that's the body, okay face, but all the negatives. The okay body and okay face is just good enough to have sex with. It's just good enough to have sex with. Here's a woman that honestly brings trauma. I can sense that bringing chaos, especially with the baby daddy. So, and older men, older men definitely are. It's their way of the highway. Older men, especially if he makes 100K. If an older man makes well over above average for men, is his way of the highway. He's not following your lead. He's not listening. He's not going by what you say.
All right, let's do it. And do you want more kids?
I do.
Oh, you do?
I'm
Okay.
open to it. Let's say I'm open to it, but if it doesn't happen, then I don't mind either. It's okay.
Okay. All right. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating?
Uh, uh, Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. Um, I hope you guys like my insight. So, yeah. But here's a woman that
That's why you will buy a dog and die alone.
honestly, she's nothing special. She's nothing special. She really is nothing special. This is the thing where women have to understand. You are nothing special to the men you ask for. Because you ask for special men. You ask for special men. While honestly, you're nothing special. You're just holes. That's it. Honestly, you're just holes. Because what you do, most, if not all women can do. You cook, clean, great. Most women can't do that. I mean, you're a man that makes 100K, he can pick another 28-year-old that doesn't have kids and will follow his lead. Here's another woman that thinks she wants to be a power couple shit. This is the problem with a lot of women that makes money saying, I want to build together. Build? You want a man that's already built. That's the problem where women can't understand. You want a man that makes over 100K. Guess what? He's built. A man that makes over 100K is built. What do you think? Making $1 million? It's honestly ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. So, yeah. What do you guys think?